Have you ever found yourself consumed by the anxieties of life? It's a question that resonates with us all. We've all had nights where worry keeps us from sleep, days where concern clouds our happiness. It's a universal experience, this burden of worry. We worry about our health, our loved ones, our jobs, our future. The list is endless, and the weight can be overwhelming. It's like we're carrying a heavy backpack, filled with all our anxieties and fears. And the longer we carry it, the heavier it gets. But what if we didn't have to carry this burden alone? What if there was a way to unload this backpack? This is where the concept of casting our cares to the Lord comes into play. It's about surrendering our worries, handing over our anxieties, and finding peace in the midst of life's storms. But is there a way to alleviate these worries? The Bible speaks to this very issue. In the book of Matthew chapter 6 verse 34 it is written, "Therefore do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own." Now what does this verse really mean? It's quite straightforward. It's a gentle reminder to us that worrying about the future isn't necessary. It's like carrying an umbrella all the time just in case it rains. Sure, it might rain, but until it does, you're just lugging around an umbrella. The verse is encouraging us to focus on the present, on today. It's nudging us to be mindful of the here and now, instead of being lost in the what-ifs of tomorrow. Each day, it tells us, has its own problems, and it's enough to deal with them as they come. This verse is a reminder to live in the present, and trust that God will take care of our future. The first letter of Peter, chapter 5 verse 7 tells us, "Cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you." This verse is a profound reminder of God's enduring love and concern for us. It's not just about the big stuff, but every small worry, every little anxiety. God encourages us to cast them all upon him. Imagine that. The creator of the universe, the one who holds all existence within his hands, cares for you. He cares for each and every one of us so deeply that he wants to carry our burdens, our worries, our anxieties. It's like a loving parent who sees their child struggling with a heavy backpack and offers to carry it for them. That's what God does for us. This verse isn't just a suggestion, it's an invitation to a life free of unnecessary worry, where our burdens are shared and our hearts are lighter. This verse reassures us that we are not alone in our worries. God is always there to listen and help. The Bible doesn't just tell us not to worry, it also promises us peace. It's a soothing balm, a gentle whisper in the midst of our storms. It's a promise from our Creator who assures us that we are not alone in our trials and tribulations. Throughout our journey in this video, we've explored the weight of worry and the liberating power of casting our cares onto the Lord. Now let's pause and reflect on Philippians chapter 4 verse 7. It says, "And the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus." This is a promise, a pledge from God himself. It's not a peace that the world gives, but a peace that surpasses all understanding. It's a peace that protects, that guards our hearts and minds. So next time when worries start to creep in, remember these verses. God invites us to cast our cares onto him, promising us his peace in return.